it's been a very, very sensitive subject. It was a position that, to be honest with you, that I never thought I'd have to be in. I mean, it really was, okay? Let's face it, I'm born and raised here. Been here for my family's been here for generations. So, you know, I'd be the first one to admit I got a history lesson myself. This kind of hit me personally, sort of blindsided, and I really feel it hit the council blindsided. I would have never guessed it was an issue with that statue being there. The council was extremely professional about it. I back the council. I feel we've done the right thing. Now, you know, I think probably one of the things that I really am proud of, I was very proud that we made a decision to go over there and have a public hearing on it. I think that I had so many great emails that I really appreciated Chuck and appreciate the council giving us the opportunity, one way or the other, if you want it there or didn't want it there. So, you know, and the council really didn't spend a lot of time sitting back there discussing this. You know, it was something that, it was a very difficult situation to handle. So, yes, we talked about it, but we had to make a decision to move forward. So, talking about 1305, first of all, that experience was, in my opinion, great for the council and great for the public. I really, truly believe that. The situation with the gentleman that bought Perry Cabin, now he's bought Harbor Town. The intentions is to sort of allow this gentleman to come up with a plan and be able to generate a new place for upgrade. I'm just trying to think here. Just upgrade what's already there for you know, St. Michael's, the community, more revenue, more jobs. Just that's the intent. Now, the way we went about some of the language on how to get there really didn't go over that well. So what we did, I feel we did listen to the public. I mean, we really did. And, you know, Mike Poland, which is our town attorney, he did a phenomenal job with the council, all sitting back down. Let's relook at some of this language. And we come up with a new strategic bill, which was called the STAR. So which was, I think, a better situation for the county and the developers that are really going to be coming in here to upgrade some of these businesses that are around in the county, like a ferry boat, that gives them the opportunity to come up with a plan, bring it to the council, and help them. I mean, we're here to help businesses, you know, to come. The bill is there to help the community, and they need to understand that you know, and it's up to the council to sort of control that growth, you know, control the infrastructure. I know that people were really concerned about the infrastructure, the roads, the safety, all that kind of stuff. We're all very sensitive to that, you know. But you know, you have to start with the developer that's going to be doing some of that. We have to bring some of that stuff to their attention, and we're all work together as a team. Yeah. But at the end of the day, we have to find ways to create jobs. We have to find ways to create revenue for St. Michael's and Talbot County and wherever these businesses are that we're going to help. But I feel that the council's job is to reach out and help these businesses. So, yeah, the whole comp plan is extremely fascinating to me, because first of all, that was one thing that when I come aboard, that come with me. Right. you know, what I represent, because I don't represent strip malls and the stuff like that. I mean, that got way, way, way far beyond belief. I represent way I think the county should grow, and it should grow for our kids. It should grow, you know, you get into the fire department, those guys, the police, the nurses, all that sort of things to try to bring all that stuff together. Because just pushing septic or a sewer out to certain locations doesn't mean that we're going to have housing or duplexes or all that. That's not the intention. Okay, it's to really do a lot of cleanup for the bay. I mean, I'll be honest with you. That's it. Now when we go through and you're going past a farm or whatever, that's when we're going to have to decide on certain things on how we sort of go about doing the zoning. I mean, what fascinates me jumping in this position, the zoning is already 4-1. That's what's nuts.
Explain that. 4-1 means?
4-1 means 4 houses on 1 acre. At this stage, there's been a moratorium to halt that, okay? But that was already in effect before I even was there. There is a lot of perception that I'm a builder, and and Jennifer is out there in another direction, and all we want to do is build and that kind of stuff. That's not us, okay? I think we, as a council, have been a little bit, it's been unfair to us, and people have said bad things, and bad emails, and I don't really appreciate it, and that's not me. But if you have a problem, I could sit down just like with you, Dave, and we can talk about what my envision is. But my envision is to have this county very stable, and people have forgotten we've got to pay bills. We've got to pay bills. So that's a whole nother subject on the budget. So, but getting back to the comp plan, it's a little bit sort of once somebody moves here, nobody wants to touch anything, But what we are touching, I feel like, is in a good way to upgrade some of these villages. I don't mean build hundreds of homes, because they've already have many lots, 300 or 400 lots already that haven't been built on. But what people really don't understand, Dave, okay, so you've got sewer already there. You've got vacant lots already there with sewer. Why aren't we building? What's the economy? The market's driving this, okay? And just because my feeling is go to Bosman, Nevitt, some of these other villages to get them sewer. Get them sewer. Yeah. I see sewer as a really valuable tool to Talbot County, the Bay. I don't see sewer. My mind is not sewer's development. And some people's perspective is that. Mine's not that, and people got to understand that. Some of the last couple months that we've sort of met with we had a public meeting, and we also had another meeting out to the ice rink or out to the community center with a committee of people, which was these were great opportunities for the council to hear people, okay? What surprised me as a council person is that, we were pretty much at the end of it with the planning commission, and I sort of felt like we didn't get that much kickback, in a sense of we were almost home into these 2 other meetings, and then, everything sort of erupted into a nightmare. You know what? Looking back at it a little bit, we had 10 meetings. Looking back at it, maybe it was a possibility to do a little bit more public input. You know what I mean? Now that we've done that, we've sort of realized that now. I didn't feel like I kept them out. I didn't feel that. You know what I mean? Because everything we do is so public. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I kind of felt that they were always there, and they seen what we were doing. They always seen what. They could email us, they could everything. The planning commission was there constantly. So, there was always a little pushback every now and then, but that's sort of the whole team making sure that we got the right thing that we're doing here. So I never really felt, other than the sort of last month or two, that everything kind of went up in smoke here and was a nightmare. But once again, it's like 1305, how I look at it. We're re-looking at what the public wants. We're re-looking at what the Planning Commission wants. I have no problem with that. I really don't. But at the same time, I think they got to give the council the respect on this is where I think we need to be in 10, 15 years. You know, so there's a lot of things that the council is good at, and it's thinking strategically down the road for the public and what we want and what the public we feel needs to survive. Bill, you know, paying the bills, the budget, the whole 9 yards. There's one thing about me I feel like I've brought to the council. I brought honesty, I brought integrity, and I brought a good core. And I do the best I can explaining how I feel about things, okay? And I stick with that core. I love having a team around us. I love talking and trying to get everybody thinking sort of we're going to be debating, which that's normal. But at the end of the day, we're going to shake hands and say, hey, we've done the right thing. I'd like to start what we pass on the comprehensive plan. I would like to sort of start working on some of the problems throughout the county when it comes to sewer. I really do. We've got so many sewer issues around here. You know what I mean? And, you know, between the sewer and planning and zoning and all those type of things that are really starting to really gel together and work around here, I want these businesses to thrive. I want to find a way to help some of the housing around here that for people that can't find homes, but that's going to come with the market. We're already not going to start just building homes because we've passed something. We're so blessed in Easton, St. Michael's, and in Oxford, and all the towns, because really we're sort of the monarch here, if you will, of what people look in. You know, the past council have done a great job on things, keeping the way things sort of spark and the charm and all that goes with that. I understand that. But there are times now where we need to really look at things in a different way. There was a gentleman that sent me a really nasty email that I didn't appreciate, and I was proud of myself. I responded, please come to my office so we can talk. This gentleman walked out of the office, and me and him shook hands, and it was great. And he really got to know me a little bit.